What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So if you're not already aware, there is a very special classic server that launched back in November last year, where it's basically classic, TBC, and Wrath all rolled into one, and all the raid content is scaled up to level 80. Now, by the looks of that, it sounds like a pretty cool concept. However, the only issue is that it is restricted to China, meaning it requires you to have some sort of identification, you know, the one issued by their very own government or the CCP. Now, you need this in order to play, but that hasn't stopped Americans or Western players in general playing on these servers. And how they go about it is basically by getting a Chinese residence ID and phone number and somewhat committing fraud. I mean, in China, I guess you could say that. The legality of it, I'm not too privy to. However, I would go far as to say it's probably a risky thing for them to do, given, you know, CCP's track record. But nonetheless, you know, that's on them. Now, it looks as if jumping through all these hoops might be a thing of the past, as there's current rumors going around that Blizzard or NetEase might do away with the identification requirements, meaning people outside of China could play on these servers with a lot less hassle. Now, however, this would require an additional subscription, meaning this service would not be included in your existing WoW subscription. And while these rumors have been swirling around within the community over the last couple of days, it was actually the Twitch streamer of nohitjerome who really kicked off this conversation and brought it to light. So let's take a look at the clip.
Oh, fuck it, I'll leak it, whatever. People have been talking about it. Apparently, they might allow China WoW without an ID verification. So you can just subscribe, like, from Battle.net, basically, as an American, and there wouldn't be any, like, hoops to run through, and you just literally sign up. So you would be able to play as an American if you get bored whenever you want. Like, there's just no... It would have no extra hoops to run through. You would literally... Yeah, it would be still a second sub, though, yeah. But you would simply have no... You would have no extra layer to get to it, basically. You would just simply sign up from the Battle.net launcher, and then you could play, basically. Essentially. So it would be, like, way easier to get into the game, basically. Which would drastically increase the number of...
There you have it. Now, personally, I haven't been able to verify any of these rumors or their leaks. And to be honest, I would like to think of myself someone that's, you know, kind of in the know. I tend to hear, you know, a little bit of murmurs before things actually happen. Not saying that everything I hear is gospel, but nonetheless, I do find myself, little birdies reach out generally and tell me certain things. But in honestly, this is something that probably or could have just basically gone completely over my head. But, you know, as the old saying goes, only a time will tell. But what do you guys think? If this does become available to a wider audience, especially, you know, the ones in the West, like here in Australia or America, will you actually play it? Personally, I'm probably just gonna, give it a pass and just wait for, a really truly classic plus experience. But I want to know what you guys think. Are you guys gonna play it? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.